Okay, let's trigger this final Lighthouse Lady related quest. Should be a pretty simple one.
But it's the first request I've made in ages. How dare you deny it?
You can't leave. Who's going to tend the lighthouse?
How much longer will you force me to toil here? I must go to him. I need to board a ship as soon as possible.
No way, lady. It's back to work for you. Now get going.
Whoa. So there you go. I mean, she's a mean old lady, but she's going through some stuff too, you know.
What's going on?
There's no one else in town who knows how to keep the lighthouse burning. We need her. Look, she seems to trust you. Think you could maybe talk her into it?
I suppose a visit is in order, yes?
Okay, let's do it. I mean, the fact that she's this old and she's taught no one how to do it, I don't know. She's maybe so unapproachable and so unwilling to help someone and teach them that maybe that's why she's also got herself in this predicament. But then on the other hand, she really wants to go to her lover, so I don't know. It's a weird one. But I mean, the tone that he was using, like, get back to work and stuff. She's an old lady, man. Old lady. I still hold out hope that her and Vice are going to be friends by the end of this. They set off on such a wrong foot and they get on so badly that by the end I think maybe it'll change.
Ma'am? Oh no.
As I feared, it's the black straw. In an advanced case at that.
So that's the illness she kept mentioning.
Oh, you? I suppose you want to tell everyone about my illness, hmm? Well, don't. I don't fear death. I've lived long enough and I'm weary of it. I'm weary of being alone. But though I don't fear death, I do have one regret. I wanted to see my love one last time. I've spent 50 years working the lighthouse for these people, and now they won't let me leave.
Damn.
I just want to see him. I want to board the ship that will take me to him. Oh, cruel world.
So it's a dying wish now, is it?
We should help her out, Vice.
We've better things to do than stay here and operate a lighthouse. You'll have to convince the villagers to help.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Come on, let's start with the postman.
We're not gonna take over the lighthouse duties from the old lady. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty sad. I'm weary of being alone. I wonder how long they were together. And how long she's been alone. I think when it's all said and done, no one really wants to be alone. That's just how it is. I think that's just how we're wired. It's a very, very small minority that can be alone for their entire lives and genuinely be happy to the core, you know.
Hey, guess what? I went shopping with my girl a little while back.
You mean the one who only goes to super expensive places?
That's her, all right. Anyway, there was this nice accessory that I thought would look great on her and didn't cost much, so I bought it for her. But she refused to take it. She said she doesn't wear cheap accessories.
Well, that's not too surprising.
Yeah, I should have known better than to try and impress her with such shabby flim-flam. Next time, I'll get something high class all the way. It'll cost twice my yearly salary. No, 3 times!
Are you certain this woman even cares for you?
Of course she does.
You humans certainly have complex and exhausting mating rituals.
I can't do this, right? It'd be a nice shortcut if I could. Ah. So we've got 2 very different kinds of relationship going on here. But once again, Got the valuable black pearls. Oh, I've got 3 items this time. Bivalve. Starfish. Shell. Okay, fine. It was 2 for 2 last time. This time is 0 for 3. I'm impressed by the sheer amount of side quests, though. Yes, like there's plenty of them that aren't that great, but there's definitely a lot of them in there. And I think they've all been there. I don't think there's been any new side quests that have been added for this version, but don't quote me on that.
Listen, about the lighthouse lady. Could you reconsider? You really should let her go.
We can't. Look, I'm sorry, but you'll just have to trust me. This is for her own good.
It's probably got to be because her lover's dead. I mean, there's nowhere for her to go.
Death stalks this woman, postman. Would you truly deny her final request?
She's... Wait, she's dying?
Yeah. So if you are doing it for her sake, then you should just grant her final request.
But we can't. Look, I have things to attend to. Come back tomorrow.
What? What the hell does that mean? That's some BS.
Methinks the postman is hiding a secret of his own. I suggest we go back. I have a feeling we might discover something.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't believe she's going to die. I suppose there's no need for this now.
Yeah, it must be a letter from her lover.
Listen, Mr. Postman.
Hey! What are you doing here?
I would ask the same of you.
Work. Just some work.
Wait, are you writing a letter?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Well then, allow me to ask about something that is very much our business. Why are the old lady's letters, and only her letters, postmarked from this very office?
What? Well, that's because,
The other deliveries bore postmarks from locales far and wide.
What are you getting at, Vice?
A woman was not receiving letters from a lover in some far-flung land. They were penned by the hand of someone in this very town.
well, crap. Go to the back room. There's something there you should see.
Oh boy. No, gotta do the stupid box
There's
pushing.
another room over there.
Clear these packages out of the way.
Whatever it is, he could have put it in a more convenient spot.
It must be something he wanted to keep hidden at all costs.
They're letters.
Yes, and a rather sizable bundle.
Postman's parcel. Spill the beans.
They were all written by the woman in the lighthouse.
And you never thought to deliver them?
I couldn't. Not anymore. Here, look at this.
It's a death notice. For her true love, I presume.
Then who sent the woman all those letters?
Come on, man.
I did.
What manner of cruel hoax is this?
I didn't mean for it to be cruel. None of us did. The whole town agreed to help.
So you're all in on it?
Those letters kept her going. They gave her hope. She believed her love to be alive in a foreign land somewhere, and we couldn't bear to tell her otherwise. So we just kept the lie going. It started with my father some 50 years ago.
Are you gonna keep lying to her?
Yes. The truth can only cause her pain.
Are you sure she's better off this way?
It's not a very happy truth now, is it?
What about her final request?
I don't know. How should I know? I'm just a damn postman. I don't know what to do anymore. What's the best thing to do? What's the right thing? Here, I have a new letter. Take it. It says that her love is coming, but that the journey will be long. It tells her to wait.
You wish us to deliver another letter filled with lies?
You uncovered our town's deepest secret like it was nothing. I don't think that's an accident. Look, I've told you what I think. Deliver the letter or tell her the truth. It's up to you.
Oh boy. It's my favorite, getting to make these kind of decisions.
Man, this is tough. What do we do, Vice? What do we do?
Calm yourself, lad. There's no need to get in a froth over a problem of someone else's making.
It's hard to believe the entire town was lying to her.
I wager their intentions were good. Elsewise, they would not have carried on with the ruse for 50 years. It also explains why they tasked her with keeping the lighthouse running, so news of her love's demise would not reach her.
Maybe that really was the kind thing to do?
I feel like the game's trying to trick you here. Like, all signs point towards her not knowing this as being the best outcome. Because, I mean, you want to tell a dying woman that she's been lied to by the entire town for 50 years, and that the person that she loved died 50 years ago? Is that really what she wants to hear, like, right before she dies? Come on, man, like, surely not. So, it seems like one of those where it seems like a no-brainer that the right thing is just to, you know, maintain ignorance is bliss, and just, she's gonna die anyway, just lie to her, make her believe that he's still alive and that he's on his way and that she'll die before he ever arrives, right? That seems like a thing, but so many times I've experienced it where the game kind of pushes you in a direction where you feel like something's right and you miss out on an answer as a result, and it's not always what you think it is. So she could turn around and say, oh, I knew he was dead, or some shit, you know, or like, you know, it was just a fantasy of mine that I kept alive, and that kind of thing. So I'm thinking, should I just go against my own nature here and tell her the truth about this? I really don't see what I could gain by telling her the truth. Maybe it's some sort of closure, some kind of freedom for her, like, before she moves on. I don't know. It's a tough one. I think I will tell her the truth. Generally, the game seems to reward telling of the truth, so I'm going to go against my gut instinct here and tell her the truth.
Do you have any further news for my love?
Give her the letter and perpetuate the lie. Tell her that her lover is dead. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And either she'll just die right now, or maybe with whatever little time she has left, she has like tiny little bit of freedom and closure knowing what happened to him.
This is for you, but your love didn't write it.
Oh, posh! It's his handwriting, and I recognize the stationery, too.
That which you recognize comes from the town's postman and his father, not from your beloved.
Are you saying those two idiots wrote all these letters? But why?
Your lover perished long years ago, and they had not the heart to tell you. Thus, the charade.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize. To tell you the truth, part of me had suspected something like this. But it's hard to hear a secret thought finally spoken aloud. I think I should be alone for a while.
Oh, man.
I'd like to ask you a favor. I want you to forget we ever had this conversation. The entire town has worked on this story, and they did so to make me happy.
Wow.
I don't want their hard work to go to waste, so I will carry on as if I am none the wiser.
Holy shit.
As you wish.
Please, tell the postman. Thank you.
We will.
Damn, that gave me goosebumps, man. That little kind of flipping of the script. Now, who would have expected her to say something like that? What? I mean, she showed her wisdom and her humility there. The entire town perpetuated a lie to her for 50 years. And, well, I guess you could be extremely bitter about that and be absolutely crushed by it. At the end of the day, there is this whole narrative of her being the one looking after the lighthouse, and the town needs her to do so, so they kept tricking her to keep her looking after the lighthouse too. So you could be extremely cynical about that and be like, what the hell, man? This woman is basically being kept prisoner in the lighthouse by their lies. Why on earth would she forgive them and, like, do this now? But that's what I mean. That's how this game goes. I did say before, telling her the truth, that maybe she's like, well, I already kind of knew all along, and it seems like she did. And the way that she was like, okay, fine, you know, they did it to give me hope, and so I'll continue living the lie to make everyone happy. That's really interesting. The second part of that I definitely didn't expect to play out like that. So yes, these are the kind of side quests that I really like doing. I mean, there doesn't have to be any battling involved or anything like that. Sometimes it's just a few little lines of dialogue and a little story. That's all it takes. For me, anyway. That was cool. I like how this music lingers as well.
That old lady in the lighthouse is a real pain.
You see what I mean? Like, that's the narrative about her, but look at what she's doing to keep the town happy.
My leg's still bothering me, so I don't think I can get back to my rounds for a bit.
Wait a minute, did I complete it? Sorry, I was so, like, blown away by it. Complete quests. Yeah, I did complete it, okay. Nice. Okay, I thought I had to kind of tell him, but everything just continues as it was. Wow. So there we go. That's good. That's got to be one of my favorite quests so far. Literally, when she delivered that line, I got like a little bit of goosebumps. That hit. Okay. So I think the final thing for me to do, I guess, in terms of side quests, and the last one I'm interested in is to do with Facade. So we're still on the hunt for the runaway son. And I believe there's one quest in Facade that I'd probably like to do. At least one, maybe two. So probably still like a final stint to go here. Let me see how long the recording's been. It's been about 3 hours, 15 minutes. I'd say about 3 hours or so if you take out idle time. And yeah, I mentioned this idle time, but it just happens sometimes, like when I'm on a loading screen or something, I'll check something, or I'll get interrupted. My sister came in at one point, she had to tell me something, so I do tend to get idle time. And I still tend to crash. But getting this far is good enough with the boar for now. It's like a fast travel of sorts. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the final quests that are left are in Facade that interest me. So maybe like another half an hour to go before I can move on to the story. And we'll probably get like a few hours of story, I think, after that. Or at least some meatier, more intense side quests, potentially. Because I think the true like beefy side quests happen in the second half of the game. We haven't had to fight too many like difficult battles or boss battles and stuff, but we have had a fair few battles in hard mode. It's been managing okay so far. So the Automata sort of thing continues. If anything, Automata seemed more punishing in hard. Like that boss that I fought for the side quest, the Big Shade, it only took about 25% of my HP. Like when you got to hard mode in Automata, even like random encounters could take like 40, 50, 60% in a single hit, and bosses were like 80% to 200% of your life bar. So far at least it feels like that was more ruthless, but we'll see. Still haven't fought too many significant things in hard difficulty yet. the shade that spawns there doesn't spawn anymore. Maybe it only spawns when you're taking on that quest, just to give you a hard time. Okay, so we're in Facade. I mean, my guess would be to try and head over to where the king is. So we'll start with that. Okay. So we got this. Can we actually go in here? Had we entered the king's mansion before? I don't think we did. Interesting. So it's like some kind of fast travel to somewhere else. It's not. Interesting. King's just chilling.
You sure you want to be doing that? It seems pretty important.
I suppose one cannot expect a man to change his ways overnight, even a king.
Very well. Okay. Well, this is a nice extra perspective on the city. Do you even think you can get up here? I'm surprised there's no like items and stuff up here. A few little extra pieces of loot. That's pretty dope. Okay, I guess I can kind of roam around up here for a bit. They did say that people here are like, they live at different tiers based on their societal rank, and like that's why there's no one up here. The king is alone on this tier, pretty much. Okay, we have a quest down here. We have two. Yeah, we've got a speech bubble here. Who might this be?
What do you need? Can't say I have. Sorry.
Okay, we've got a missing girl this
But
time.
we'd be happy to keep an eye out for her and let you know if we find anything.
Does the girl have any identifying marks or scars?
Okay, so that's one. Then we've got a few more quests here. Oh yeah, this is the strange shop.
Wow, you sound pretty depressed.
Okay, I've been cheating on my wife and she found out. Damn.
I hope you don't expect sympathy from us.
So you want us to hunt some wolves for you? Well, you seem to recognize that you messed up, so I suppose we can help.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, you know, just cheering your wife and then get her a nice coat. That's generally how it works, right? The girl who's gone missing. Well, the last time I saw her hanging around with her boyfriend, eh? That's interesting. He's still talking. Okay. Again, we're none the wiser when it comes to trying to find our missing son. There's missing people everywhere. Okay, let's head to the lower levels then. What's this?
Given all the info we've gathered, the missing girl should have been around here with her boyfriend.
Oh shit.
I say, are these bloodstains?
Yeah, and they look fresh.
I fear the missing girl may somehow figure into this yet.
Well, she was last seen with her boyfriend. Let's go find him. Maybe he knows something.
Okay, but who's the boyfriend? I don't know who that is. He's standing watch at the town entrance. Okay. Now, is this going to be some kind of combined narrative where the guy who ran away... I thought I could make that jump. Where the guy who ran away became her boyfriend?
I'm covered in sand.
コスタタ
What is it?
とデタン説ジオリスクルタユチトチイルヨーリュタトで
What do I need to do?
グトトオイキマクコキテチエタチトこれとチン
Okay.
ルソトチタリクエタサキタチトドザサチツイテ
Do you truly think this is the best way to increase community solidarity?
アルテルアサラテキテセクサ
I'll add this one, but I might not do
Hey,
it.
I'm all for making friends. Let's do it.
タクズガイクでトリとデンゾンカシと太陽デンゾンカシデズチとダリルドテルアとアルテルア対決地でザン
This is one strange game.
This is one strange city.
That's not untrue.
Ah, speaking of which,
What?
I trust you have not forgotten the message.
We'll see.
Yeah, I've already forgotten it. It's fine. Okay, more gossip.
歌う気去ってた家地区ギタ
Oh, okay.
キーソトチ裏ヌトでしている
He
よう
even
に受け
speaks
て
our language and knows
ク
most
ズ
of the
チチン
rules.
だ
That's weird.
クギタされ家で来てぜしたらき
So he's disguised himself as one of the masked people, eh? No wonder his trail went cold.
He's gone through a lot of trouble trying to lose us. I can't wait to finally catch him.
Yeah, God knows what was going on with his life if he's ended up here like this.
Hey, you! You're coming with us!
Oh man, why you gotta be all like following me and stuff? Fine, let me just pack and then I'll... Oh my gosh, there's a giant shade behind you!
Oh, come on. Really? Idiots.
Oh, are you kidding me?
He surely aims to flee the city, though he can't have gone very far yet.
Okay, so now we can head towards the exit, because that's where the rest of this shit is going to be. Okay. Let's throw in another safe. Starting to close in on 15 hours, damn. Making swift progress with this game. Okay, so we've got a couple of people to speak to now.
Are you the first recipient?
経済あざとりぜ
It was, the masked people respect their rules.
経済でアルテルはとってっとで辻と伝存足りまく伝存歌詞カイザムとジルとペルアと生きカイザムとたち
I assume I can kind of leave and just come back and continue that if I really want. I'll be back in Facade anyway to complete the missing girl quest.